renovated as part of it, so we're in again. Okay, congratulations.
The Alumni Achievement Award has been given annually since 1971. It recognizes someone who has distinguished himself or herself over a period of years and who has achieved a pinnacle position in his or her chosen profession. The recipient of the 2018 Alumni Achievement Award is Dr. Barry Moore, class of 1963. Dr. Bill DeMuth, 75, will present the award.
Good morning. I'm truly honored to present this award to my friend and colleague, Barry Moore. As an orthopedic surgeon, he and I collaborated on many cases over the years. Patients would often ask, why does it take two of you? It's just my back. I said, well, the problem with your back is your vertebrae are collapsing and your nerves are being pinched. You need a carpenter and an electrician. That usually worked. On my drive up this morning from Hershey up along the Juniata Valley, just beautiful morning, by the way, as you know, I couldn't help but think of all the people that we took care of together in all these towns. So I was running the list this morning, starting at Newport, Millerstown, Mexico, Port Royal, Mifflin Town, Lewistown, Strodes Mills, McVeigh Town, Matawana, Wayne, Mount Union, Shirleysburg, Orbisoni, Rock Hill Furnace, Shade Gap, Calvin, Mill Creek, and of course Hershey, many of which of our patients are actually in this room. And that, I must say for myself, was a distinct honor. Over the years when we were collaborating on cases, sometimes in between we'd talk about our past, and at that time I learned how much we actually shared a common past. He was born in Roaring Springs, I believe in Blair County. My father and the DeMuths were actually from Altoona. Many Sunday afternoons we'd drive right past Huntington to go to my grandmother's farm. When we finished high school, we both had opportunities to go to other colleges, and as the infamous Bill Cosby would say, we chose Juniata instead of Temple, of course. He played sports. He played football. I ran cross country. We actually had some of the same professors, Ken and Don Rockwell in chemistry, Eva Hartzler, who we both spoke very highly of. He met his wife, Carol, here. My wife went to Penn State, actually, but I consider her a adopted alumnus. What else? Can't think of too much more. So without further ado, I will read the prepared remarks here. Barry Moore, a member of the class of 1963, has distinguished himself in his profession. After graduating from Juniata, Barry attended Temple University School of Medicine, where he was inducted in both the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society and the Babcock Surgical Society. He then completed a surgical internship at the Cincinnati General Hospital and fulfilled his residency in neurosurgery at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. After his work at the Mayo Clinic, Barry entered private practice in Harrisburg, and throughout his career of more than 40 years, was employed at Harrisburg Hospital, the Holy Spirit Hospital, Carlisle Hospital, and the Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, now of Penn State. He was chairman of the departments of neurosurgery at two of these organizations and also served as president of the medical staff at the Holy Spirit Hospital in Camp Hill. Barry recently retired from practicing neurosurgery at Pinnacle Health Neurosurgery and Neuroscience Institute, where he specialized in brain and spine surgeries. During his time, he also provided coverage for neurosurgical emergencies at the Harrisburg Hospital Emergency Department and the Intensive Care Unit for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Over the course of his career, Barry became a member of the Dauphin County Medical Society, the Pennsylvania Medical Society, American Medical Association, Mid-Atlantic Neurological Society, Congress of Neurologic Surgeons, American Association of Neurological Surgeons, and American Association of Laser Surgeons. He is also a fellow of the American College of Surgeons. This award is presented to him in recognition of lifetime achievements in his career. It is an honor and a privilege to present Dr. Barry B. Moore, Class of '63, with the Alumni Achievement Award by direction of the Alumni Council. Thank you.
Well, in deference to things I'm about to tell you for the next few minutes, which may not excite you very much, I'm sure all of you know the real best thing you get out of Juniata is having lifelong friends. Means a lot to everybody, I'm sure. It's really an honor to receive this award from the college I love so much. I want to thank the Alumni Council for their consideration. By way of background, you heard some already. I grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania called Roaring Spring, a town of about 2,500 people over near Altoona. Then I practiced neurosurgery for 42 years in the Harrisburg area. Since I left Juniata 55 years ago, there have been a lot of physical changes on campus, a lot of new buildings, new facilities, even new open spaces. And like all of you, I have many great memories of Juniata. In 1956, as a freshman in high school, I remember listening on the radio to Juniata College playing the very first Tangerine Bowl game in Orlando, Florida. One of my best memories involves Founders Hall. As you know, Founders Hall is the original building on campus and continues to be a symbol of Juniata. In 2007, through the efforts of the Juniata alumni, we were able to preserve and restore Founders Hall to the beautiful landmark you see today. However, the one thing that never changed at Juniata is the way in which they prepare their students for not only their chosen profession in life, but for life's challenges after graduation. I believe this is the most important attribute that Juniata offers its students. In addition to great academics and life skills, Juniata does provide other amenities to its students. When I was a student here, I fell in love with a beautiful young girl from York, Pennsylvania. And I have to tell you, true love will always manage to find its way in life. I actually started dating Carol when she was sick in the infirmary with strep throat. So I suppose if you were a Juniatian with a poetic mind, you'd probably say that from the very beginning, our love story was really infectious. I'd like to leave you with one final philosophical thought. When I was a student here, the liberal arts curriculum required you to take 2 courses in philosophy. This philosophical thought involves a humorous statement which is used on a regular basis throughout the United States. The humorous statement refers to a question or a problem to which there is usually a very obvious, straightforward, no-nonsense answer. Well, as I stand before you here today, I believe I'm living proof that sometimes you really do have to be a brain surgeon to figure these things out. I feel very blessed and fortunate to be part of the Juniata family, and thank you again for this recognition. It means more to me than you can ever know. Thank you.